Hmm? Yeah, it'll be like Masters and under. In the bottom right here, we have IMT White from Vicious Esports. And in the top left, we have Hazard, also from Vicious Esports. So we've got a team fight going on here in a series with, I think, a best of 5, I think it was. The love hearts going down, showing much love for each other. It's looking like a hatch first out of Hazard here. And TY opting to go the early gas as Terran as well. I see lots of Terrans doing their thing. It's just your standard getting that Reaper out just to play safe. Yep, the Terran opting for that Reaper expand. Always the safest bet. Just in case any early Ling aggression, it's not going to do anything versus a safe build like this. Just droning up at his natural, at his gold base. It's interesting having this gold here and the gold across the map. There's a lot of mineral income. But what people mistake is, although it's a lot of mineral income, you can only have 12 workers there at a time. And it mines out a lot quicker. We've got a factory coming up here for TY, so it'll be interesting to see what he makes out of that. Because with factory play, you're just able to, you make mines, you make Hellenes, you make tanks, you make Thors out of it. You can never really 100% guess until they put their either tech lab or reactor. So here it's looking like he'll probably go for some tanks left in not having an armory. But smart positioning of the Reaper here. However, I think it should be sitting at the bottom there, so we could see the drone, and he could have really cancelled that third going down for another minute or so. As we see, there's no Lings out here for Hazard. IMT White, just got his Marines up in his main base here. I feel like they should be down in his natural just to avoid any silly little losses of workers like we saw just before. Double gas going down here for Hazard. Be interesting to see what he wants to do. He's throwing down 2 Evo chambers and a Roach Warren here, so he wants to go Roach Tech. And really try and apply the pressure with those roaches, which is really good against bio tank we can find if you can get nice corrosives off. And I myself personally like to mess around with some Biotech sometimes against Terrans. Shooting 4 Lings with a tank. I think it'd be easier just to send those Marines down and get the Marines to kill those Lings. Droning up on the third base here, he's taken both the golds. just to get that enhanced production. You'll have quicker upgrades, maybe some units out a little bit quicker, which is always handy. His lair is just finishing now, which is a little bit late to be honest, but not that it overly matters because he's got his 1-1 half done, so it works out well with these upgrades, so he's going to be able to do 2-2 as soon as that finishes up. He's got a nice bank of money there. And we see IMT White pressuring with the tank here, which is really nice to see. Get nice little pick-offs there without losing too much at all, really. I would have liked to have seen another drop in the main, just behind the Roach Warren there, and pick up a few drones in the meantime as well. We see T White just your standard play. Down a lot of workers though. He's let himself get away. He hasn't been focused on a lot of his macro and a little bit more of his micro. He hasn't really pressured Hazard, and Hazard just he's welcome to be free here, and his macro's just got to a point now where he's just going to be able to mass out units, and it's going to be really hard for IMT White to do a lot of damage if he can constantly mass those units. He's got a really good scouting pass here with the links. He's going to be able to see anything that's coming, pre-prepared for it, and not lose very much at all. So he sees with this Ling, he wants to come up that side, comes in with the other Ling and sees that he's not moving away, so he can position his army absolutely perfectly to how IMT White's wanting to make his frontal attack. We see a third base coming down from T White now, catching up slowly in workers, still 12 workers down, which you don't really want, but I suppose Mules will compensate for that. We've got 3 tanks out here for IMT White, and 0-1 upgrades. What's the upgrades here of Hazard? He's 1-1, so he's got the upgrade advantage. He's got a nice amount of units to stop this attack too. It's not going to get a hell of a lot done just because he's got 4 bases he can use from. He can just mass out those units. He knows where the army is. And the corrosives are just going to kill the bio. He's only got 2 medevacs. The healing isn't going to be very highly strong, so this attack is just going to be in and out. He's going to get the third base. No, he chooses to take on the army. The corrosive files go down on the tanks. He's killed the tanks. Oh no, the tanks didn't die. He gets into the tank line, kills the tanks, he kills off this bio, and he's still got quite a bit of army left. If he counterattacks with this army, it could be all over. This is quite a strong force here of Hazard at such an early game. Just purely because his macro is quite a bit better than T White's this game. We see Hazard here pushing in, killing off the rest of the bio. The bio's rallying out single unit at a time. It just can't beat the tankiness of this composition. The Marines and Marauders just don't do it, especially in low numbers. We see Hazard pushing up here, killing off that mineral line, killing off the rest of the bio, and we're going to see IMT White, I think, call GG here soon. We have Hazard still rallying his units off across the map. We call GG by IMT White. Really well played by Hazard.